Hi everybody, welcome to a new Bible study. Today we continue studying Matthew 8, 1-4. I want to encourage you to ask God for healing. Never doubt that He is able to do it, that He has the power. And when the world don't understand this power and what God can do, there is when we can say, that's my God. God can do the impossible things if it is His will. So let's start reading the verses 1 and 2. It says, when He had come down from the mountain, great multitudes followed Him, and behold, a leper came and worshipped Him, saying, Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean. And I want to explain a little bit about leprosy, lepra, I don't know how to say that word, but that was the name given to some skin disease. People who had it were considered impure, people stayed away from them, they were considered unclean. They could not access to cults, to the church. When they were healed and certified by the priesthood, they could be reintegrated into society. A person with leprosy not only had to deal with the effects of the disease, but also with the loneliness and rejection of people. Now, understanding how Jewish society functioned, I can imagine the situation with the leper approaching Jesus and the others turn away, amazed of what was happening there. And I also saw in the leper a lot of faith. There was a lot of people, we have to remember that. And we see him going to Jesus. He believed in Christ. He didn't come thinking that he had behaved well enough, fulfilling the law, and with his efforts he might deserve to be healed. No, he came and prostrated himself on his knees, accepting his position. He not only was humble, he was also worshiping, because this word in the Bible in Greek is used for worshiping God. In his worshiping, he surrenders to his will and acknowledges his will, because he said, if you will, you can clean me. He didn't demand the miracle by saying, because you can heal me. And sometimes I hear this. I hear people saying that, God, you can do it, so do it. And it's not like that. It's like we are no one to demand God. We even have His grace. Not because we deserve it, because He wants to give us. So if He wants, He will do. If He don't, He won't. But He has His reason. And we have to understand that He is good, even though we don't understand the situation. Today, I want my heart to be changed, to approach God in this way. Many times my prayers are empty, without faith, everything around me is saying me that it's impossible. So I say God, well, it seems like it's impossible, so I don't give you my desires. So today I want to have that faith. I think we have to have that faith, understanding that He can do it if it is His will. Let's never doubt in His power. The verse 3 says, then Jesus put out His hand and touched him, saying, I am willing, be cleansed. Immediately his leprosy was cleansed. In this society that touching a leper may be unclean, Jesus challenged the situation, showing love in front of the whole crowd. The authority and power He has is demonstrated in these verses. He is above the law. He has all the power to do what He wants to do. Now, I want you to imagine the situation where He touched you and you really wanted to be touched by Him, because you were isolated from people. No one wanted to talk to you. No hugs, no words even. Maybe many of us have felt like that in the pandemic. And God knows how we feel. He knows rejection. He knows everything that is happening in our hearts. And I love how God, even though we know that He can talk and then do the miracle, He decided to do things like this, because He knew that the leper needed that. And He does the same. When we are in His presence, He accepts us, He restores us, He cleans us. Let's finish this with the verse 4 that says, and Jesus said to him, see that you tell no one, but go your way, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift that Moses commanded as a testimony to them. The reason for Jesus saying this, go and do what is written in the law, was because He wanted him to be completely restored. He wanted him to have a community and to talk. That's a way to giving a testimony. The man, by following the law, wouldn't be clean. Just Jesus did that. But that was the way Jesus showed how He changed the life of this man. The man was healed, but he still had to follow some process, and that made me think a lot, because sometimes God is like, this is the process. You have to go through the process even though you don't understand. Remember always that by being obedient, you also can be a testimony. He acts, He has His times, and the process is also important. Now I want you to remember again, God can still work miracles. Let us not forget that. If it is His will, He can show Himself in that way in your life or in the life of your family and friends. Always give God your request. He wants to hear you. Approach to Him in humility and with faith.